how's it going? So do you sometimes wonder if you should be taking a chance, if you should be going for it? I know I do. I do that all the time. I'm always procrastinating, waiting for the best, the right time, waiting for the right budget, waiting for everything. So we're going to talk about that in a second. But first, my name is Jean-Serge Gagnon. I help you create digital courses so you can live your life on your terms. And make sure you let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to say hi. It's not easy to build a business online. We are constantly reminded that what we're doing is not, normal. It's not what everybody else is doing. It's not, we're going to lose our shirt. We're going to fail. It's just, 99% of businesses fail. And no matter what kind of business it is, whether it's online, it doesn't matter. So it's natural for us to feel, worried, feel scared, feel like we want to make sure things are perfect before we make a decision, before we jump into a new tool or start, hiring somebody, or before we change things we're doing. We want to be sure. Well, how can you be sure? That's the thing. It's a new thing. Building a business online is not like other businesses. It's not the same. So it's really hard to be sure because nobody else really, that many people before you have done it, right? Not too many people have success. And sure, if you're in the online space, if you're in the personal branding space, if you're in the traction marketing space, and that's what your friends are, they're all in that space, just like me. I'm in that space, and all my friends are pretty much in that space. So that's all I see on Facebook. So it certainly looks like there's lots of other people with success, lots of other people doing it, right? But that's not how it is when you start. I can tell you that for sure. For me, I remember starting out, and I just had my regular, normal friends, people that I hang out with, people that I grew up with. Those were my friends, and that's how you start. Now, does that mean that it's going to be like that forever? No, but the thing is that you got to remember that no matter what it is that you're waiting for, no matter what it is you're not sure about doing, no matter what it is that you're feeling afraid to jump in, I got to tell you, I promise that when you jump in, that fear is going to disappear. It's going to just, melt away, because the fear that's stopping you, the fear that's preventing you from taking that leap is going to be there until you take that leap. But once you do, the fear goes away and it's replaced by, interest, wonderment, keeping track of things, seeing how well it works. And then it becomes a learning experience. Now, if you made a mistake and you did something that you shouldn't have, well, all that's going to happen is you're going to have learned the experience to, not do that again. But if you don't jump in, you'll never learn it. Sure, you can, hire a coach, and they can tell you whether you should be doing it or not, what you should be doing, and whether it's a good idea or not, and give you all these, thoughts that you can't think for yourself. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because it is a good thing to have that, so you don't have to worry about it, so you can have somebody else kind of decide, but you still have to make the decision, but at least they give you feedback. That's because that's their experience, right? You don't have the experience. So that's why you hire a coach, right? Because you want to make sure that they can tell you what it is that you need to learn. So the point is that the fear we have that prevents us from jumping in, from going for it, it's just one of those things that everybody has. Everybody has this fear because we don't want to make mistakes. We want to, we just learn as we grow, when we're young, that making mistakes hurts, right? So as we get older, as we get into adulthood, we feel that that's what's going to happen if we make a mistake. There's going to be pain. There's going to be, disapprovement. There's going to be judging. There's going to be all this stuff that goes on when we make a decision that isn't right. So we'd rather just not make the decision. I'm telling you, jump in, go for it, take the decision. It's like me. I'm building an online business. I've been thinking about getting a virtual assistant forever. I've been hearing about outsourcing, about how all that is, helps you to build your business faster. And I've been debating doing that because of budgeting, because of, maybe I'm not ready, and maybe I'm not really sure what to tell this VA to do. Maybe there's too much stuff to do and I don't have time to tell them and explain them and make sure they do it right. Maybe I'm afraid that they're gonna, steal my passwords and do stuff to my accounts. All this stuff. Because when you hire somebody, you basically trust them to do what you would do, right? That's the idea of an assistant. But anyways, I'm jumping in, so you should be jumping in too. To whatever it is that's stopping you. And I'd love to hear from you. Let me know, what is it that's stopping you? What are you not doing right now that you've been thinking you should be doing? Just comment below. I'd love to have a conversation. All right. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please share. I'd really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Have yourself a great day.